At least they need to inform, right?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so we are discussing about, on the day we are discussing about minimum, maximum. Is that functions are discussed or not?
No, this
Sorry.
discount average X count
Hmm.
context. These are the completed.
Okay, okay. Min and minimum x are like that. That also it is completed.
Yeah.
One second.
Yes,
So in the one second. In the last class itself, what recording I covered that one. అవసరమంటే October, November 24th. This is 1 week. Okay, that means it is completed the complete part of this aggregation functions. Okay,
minimum.
today we need to discuss
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
the date time functions. Okay, next category is date time functions. Okay, these date time functions means all we can apply it on the date related columns only. Okay, all these date time functions we can apply it in the date related columns only. Okay, so the first function it is calendar. Okay, so calendar is nothing but, so if you want to generate the dates from the starting date to ending date, then we need to go with the calendar function. Then we need to go with the calendar function. In this calendar function, in two ways we can create it. Okay, one is static values. So in both the ways I will explain you. So initially, so if you pass the static values, then also we can generate the calendar. That means it generates the dates. If you pass the column values also, it will generate it. Okay, but in real time, so in real time, always we have to use the column level only, not the static level. Okay, let's see how we can implement this particular one. Okay, calendar. See, suppose for example, this calendar function we can apply it on the new table. Okay, because this calendar function we cannot create in the new measure, we cannot create in the new column, because this is a data set, new data set creation DAX function. Okay, if it is a DAX, if it is a new data set related DAX function, means that we can apply it on new table only, right? Okay, click on the new table. always calendar function you can create in the new table only. Okay, here here suppose for example you have to give the name of that one. Okay, name of that one, and give the calendar function here itself. Okay, calendar of, see here. So how we can write it? So whatever the DAX functions are there, those DAX functions we can write it in this formula bar only, right? Okay, in this formula bar only we can write the DAX functions. Okay, whether it is a new column or new measure or a new table, anything the formula bar is enabled, in that formula bar itself you have to write the function. Okay, first you have to write the name of that particular data set name, and inside that what function you have to use it, calendar. So and here you can give, see, so what, any for any function, when you open a bracket, okay, after writing a function itself, automatically the intelligence will come by using this. What you need to write it and everything easily you can understand it. So here it is giving like start date and end date. Okay, start date means what is start date will do, that means from where you can start the date. Okay, and here you need to give the start date and end date. Based on that, in between those dates the dates are generated. Let's see how I'm giving. First we need to give the static values. in this in this start date, okay, you can give like 2022. So see, if you want to give any static date value, if you want to give any static date value, in the double quotes itself you have to give it. Okay, remember this is very important. If you want to give any date value, static date value or static character value, in the double quotes only you have to mention it. Okay, if it is a numeric or a decimal related column, directly you can mention it. Okay, 2 3 like that. But if it is a character or a date static related values, okay, character static value and date static value means you have to mention it in the double quotes. Okay, understand? For data in Power BI, how can I mention, how can I give, in which format I need to give the date means you need to give, see here in Power BI you need to give the date format like, first you need to give the year. Okay, dash, and after that month, dash 01, like this unit. That means first you need to, how you need to give the day, static date in this Power BI means first you need to give year, and after that month, and after that day, like this. Okay, then only this will considered as a date, then only this will considered as a date. So here like this. So here you need to give the starting date, this one, comma, end date also you need to give. So what is the end date is there? Again, how you need to give the end date? Same. Okay. End date means suppose 2022 12/31. That means what I'm giving here. That means here the starting date is this one and ending date is this one. Okay, if I'm giving these two dates, okay, in between those two, whatever the dates are there, all the dates will be generated. Let's see how it will work. Okay, after clicking on validate it, see each and every, that means the date will start from this particular value to, see here 1/1/2022 to that means January 2nd 2022, January 3rd, like that. So from January 1st to December 31st, between that all the dates will be generated. If you want, you can check it here. When you click on the drop down, see all the dates will be generated here itself. See here, understand? So all the months, that means in between the start date and end date, whatever dates are there, all the dates are generated sequentially. Okay, understand? This is how the calendar function will work. In this calendar function, if you want to give the static date, means this is the formatter. First you have to write the year dash month dash day, like that. Okay, in this format only you have to. Suppose Vijay, can we give like this? Suppose for example, um, uh, 01 slash 01 uh, slash 2022. If I'm giving like this, then what will happen, Vijay? Okay, so sometimes it will take it, sometimes it won't take it. Okay, suppose for example 03. Okay, see here, from the January 25th. So sometimes it will take, sometimes it won't take. That's the reason always you have to mention the date format is this one only. Understand? Like this, that means first year and after that month and after that day. In this format, you have to give the start date as well as end date. In between that, the dates will be generated for all the dates. Understand clearly or not?
Yes, clear.
Okay, this is all. The another way also we need to give, right? Okay, what is that another way? Column level. Okay, in real time also this is very important. If you want to give the column values, column date values, then how can I give it? See here, in this calendar function, suppose in this calendar function, you have to see, in this calendar function you need to pass one start date and one end date only. Okay, you need to pass one start date and one end date only, not more than that. If you want to give like this column level, how can I give it? Suppose in the financials, suppose there is a financial data sets is there. Okay, see here, when you go to the financials, see here, in the financials there is a date column is there. Okay, this is the date column. This date column I need to pass it into that particular calendar. Okay, into the calendar, uh, in the financial, the date column I need to pass it into the calendar. So in the date column there are n number of value, n number of dates are there or not? See here, in the financials, in this financials, wherever the date column is there. Okay, see, this is the date column. See, this is the date column, right? In this date column, okay, see, there are n number of different dates is there or not in this particular column. Okay, so in this column there are different dates is there, but in calendar function, we need to pass, only one date. Suppose for example, here in calendar function, start date is, we cannot pass like directly date column here. See here, when you pass a direct financial date column, if I'm finding financial date column, where that particular financial date column is there, see, we cannot find that particular date column. Okay, because why it is not coming? Okay, I want to take the financial, under financial data set, I want to use the date column into here. We cannot use directly here itself. Understand? Financial date column we cannot use directly here itself. Okay, how can we use that one? The financial date column we cannot directly use it here. Okay, what we need to do is, so because why we didn't use that one? Because in that particular date column we have n number of dates is there. Okay, but here we need to take only one date value, right? Start date is the one date value, end date is the one value. Okay, that means directly in the calendar, if you want to pass the date column is, we cannot directly pass the date column here, because in the date column multiple values are there. Multiple values here, it is not accepted, because start date is only one date, and date is only one date, right? That's the reason it won't accept the date related column. Then how can I pass that particular financial date column here? Means, see, in the start date and end date, you need to take only two dates. If I want to take only two dates, is there any other function is there to take the values? Ravi, is there any other function is there? Hello, Ravi, are you
Yeah.
there? So that
Yeah.
means
Yeah.
from the financial date column, okay, if I want to take only one particular date, what we need to take it? Okay, so in all the dates, we need to take like minimum date and maximum date. Okay, so we need to take minimum as the start date, and maximum date on that particular date column is the end date. Okay, you
Yeah.
have to take that one. Okay, so if you want to take it like if you want to take the minimum and maximum date means, so what functions we have to use? What functions we have to use it? If you want to take the minimum date and maximum date means, what functions we have to use? Ravi,
Yeah, bro.
what functions we have to
Function.
use it? So what functions? See, if you want to take the minimum date and maximum date means, min and maximum functions we have to use it here. Okay, by taking minimum, by using minimum and maximum date functions only, we need to use this one. That means suppose minimum of, min of, okay, what, see here, we see these minimum and maximum functions will take only one value or not? Okay,
Only
that
one
means,
value.
yeah, if you take minimum and maximum, if you use minimum and maximum function, how many date values it will take? Only one value, one date value. That's the reason minimum date we need to take and maximum date we need to take from the same column. See, for that in the calendar, minimum of what column we need to pass? What date column we need to pass?
One.
Huh?
01.
No, no. So,
2022.
no. See here. We need to pass that particular financial date column, right? Here, you need to pass like here the column, not the static value we are passing, right? We need to pass the
Okay.
column value. That means that column you need to
Financial.
pass it, right? From where you are getting, from which column we need to get it?
Financial column.
Yeah, financial. Which column it is?
Column.
Which column it is? Financial is a data set, man, not a column.
Data.
Yeah, see here, here
Date value.
you need to select the financial of that particular date column.
Value.
Okay, this one you need to select it and close the bracket, comma, and date is, what is the end?
Maximum.
Yes,
Max.
max function we have to
Oh.
use.
Oh.
And
Financial.
financial,
Financial date.
same date only. Vijay,
Yeah.
can we pass for end date? Can we take from different data set to different column? You understand, right? What I'm asking. Suppose
Yeah.
in the starting date, I'm taking financial date by using minimum function. I'm taking. So maximum function, the same column I'm using here, right? Instead of using same column, you can use the different column with different data set also. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of financial, you need to use another date column, whichever data set is there, that column you have to pass it here. Understand? No,
Yeah.
see, start date and end date always in the, see, it is not mandatory to take in the same column. Okay, you can take the different column for minimum and maximum dates. Okay, understand? So this is how it will work. Close the bracket. Okay, once you take it, okay, in the financials, what in the financial date column, whatever minimum date is there from the date to whatever maximum date is there, in between minimum and maximum date, whatever values, whatever dates are there, all the dates will be generated. If you want, you can check it. Go to the financial data set. In this particular one, okay, there is a date column, right? Okay, in this date column, what is the minimum date is there? 01 September 2013. If it is 01 September 2013 is there, okay, then 01 September 2013, if it is there, means that means from the
Yeah.
01 September 2013 only it will start. What is the maximum date is there? So that whatever the maximum date in the particular financial date column, it will take the maximum value. In between the dates will be generated. What is the maximum value here? See here. If you come down, you will see the maximum is December 1st,
For
2000.
2014.
Okay, so in between those two dates, the dates will be generated. Understand?
Yeah.
This is about the calendar function. Okay, next one is calendar auto is not required because in real time we didn't use any uh, calendar auto function.
I
Okay,
have one more doubt.
yeah.
సో ఇప్పుడు మనకి మినిమం మాక్సిమం ఉంది. అదే మిడిల్ ఆఫ్ ది డేట్ కావాలంటే ఇన్ కేసు
So
మిడిల్ ఆఫ్ ది డేట్
we cannot take like, see, we can take only minimum and maximum dates only.
మాక్సిమం
we
వాల్యూ.
can
ఓకే.
we cannot take the middle date value and everything. Understand?
మిడిల్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ ఓకే.
Yeah, understand clearly, right?
జస్ట్ క్లియర్ బ్రో.
Okay, next one is date column. Okay, so what is date column? Date function will do. Okay, so date function, see here. So what is date function will do? Means it will generate. So in date column, okay, in date column you can pass the static values as well as the column values also here. Okay, let's see how it will work. Okay, new column. In the new column, date. Okay, in this particular date, first we need to pass the static values. See here, it is what is the syntax for this one means clearly it will show here. First you need to pass the year related,
2022.
month related and day related. Here you need to year, month and day we need to pass it as a numeric values. Okay, okay, for passing a numeric values, if I want to pass a numeric values, how can I give it? Like suppose for example 2022 directly we can give it. If it is a character value or a date value means in the double quotes we need to mention it. If it is a numeric or a decimal means directly we can pass it. Okay, comma. Okay, so year part, after completing the year part you need to give the month part. So this is the month 06 comma and 25 is there. Okay, if I'm closing this bracket, what will happen? That means the whatever the static values are there, these static values, okay, these particular values, we can, it will be converted into date format. See, let's see how it will work. Okay, see here 2022 06 and 25 like this it will be there. That means whatever values we are passing here, that it will be converted into date. Okay, in the format of date it will be converted. Understand clearly or not?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Okay. This is how it will work. Vijay, can we
One more
pass?
doubt.
See here. First
Here, comma. Okay, okay, carry on.
first completed. Okay. So Vijay, can we pass like I want to give like first day after that month after that year? Is that possible? No. In which format they are giving in the syntax, in the same format only you can format. That means year, month, and day only you can give it. Understand clearly or not?
Yes, clear.
Yeah. Now tell me what is your question?
In previous calendar, he had given 2022 hyphen 01 01 hyphen 01 given, but here comma is given
Yeah, that it is different. There
in
calendar
calendar wise.
in calendar wise that is that we are giving complete date. Okay, if you
Okay,
want to give
hyphen.
complete date means in the double quotes unit, but here if we pass here the numeric values here, this see here, these are the numeric values, right? Comma, this is the one numeric value and this is, then these numeric values are converted into the date value. Okay, that means in this format it is converted and use it. Understand clearly or not?
Yes, yes, clear now.
Okay, this is how we can work on that. Okay, and see the like this. So instead of writing static values we can pass the column values also. Okay, what we need to do, we can pass the column values also. So for column values how we can pass it, we see here for column related, suppose for example this dates only I need to pass it here itself. Okay, for year part I need to pass the date, for month part I need to pass the date column, and for day part I need to, if I'm passing in the year part, if I'm passing the date column, see here directly it won't allows it. Okay, calendar date is there, right? If I'm passing like this, okay, year part as calendar and month part as again calendar date column. See here, date, which column I'm taking, date column. That means if I'm passing the column level in the date column in the date function, so you cannot pass directly that particular date column here itself. That means again we are using functions here, another function. That means if you want to if that means from the date column first you need to extract the year part. Okay, in the same date column you need to extract the month part, in the same date column you need to extract the day part, that you need to pass it. For that what you need to do is you have to use functions directly like year year function, month function and day function. With that it will be, we can extract it, right? From that particular one we can extract the year part and these functions, year and month and day functions. These functions will extract that particular part itself. Suppose for example year. Okay, so year of which date column it is, so I'm passing, see calendar of date column. Okay, in this calendar of date column means what is this column, this is the column, right? This is the date column. In this date column it will extract the year part, whatever the year part is there, it will extract the year part. Okay, because the year function will extract the year part of the date column. Okay, and comma. Okay, what we need to pass it here, Ravi? Year. For for in year part you are using year function to extract the year part of that particular date column. Here month part, what function we have to use it here, we are you there?
Calendar month. Yeah, calendar month, comma, calendar.
No, calendar month, see, you didn't understand what I'm saying, Ravi.
Yeah, understood.
So when we are passing column values, we cannot directly pass the date column here itself. Okay, we need to
Okay.
give the year part, that means that part related. If it is year part related. If it is month related part only, you need to extract it. For that, we need to use year function to extract the year part there itself. Okay. If I want to extract the month part, means what function I have to use? Month function, right? In the month function, we need to pass the date column. Okay. Then what will happen? If I pass a month of particular calendar date column, okay, that means this is the column. In this column, what it will be extracted? Year part will be extracted.
Year,
Year
year
part
part.
means 2013, that part.
2030.
Yeah. If it is month of this particular date column, means what it will be extracted?
01
Huh?
month.
01 is the month here.
Month, year, month. 01 is the month. 2013 is the year.
Who said 01 is the month here? 01 is the month one.
Sorry. 01 is the month.
Eh? So in this date column, what is the year part is there for this date column?
2013.
Okay, that is the year part. If it is a month, means what is the part of this month one?
Month one is
Hmm?
09.
09. So that is what? Okay. So here it is passing as a, if it is month. So that means here month of calendar date means the middle one we can call it as month. That means 09 is the month. Okay.
Month.
Like that. Next one is what we need to extract it?
Date.
Day. Day, not
Date.
date.
Day. Sorry.
For day, what function we have to use?
Day.
Day function.
Calendar. Day function. Calendar date.
Okay. Now see how it will work. See, that means so in this particular calendar date column, if you want to pass the static values, means we can directly pass the static values. Okay, numeric values we can pass it. If you want to pass the column values, means the date function won't allows the direct date column here. In the date column, which one I need to take? How the calendar function, sorry, how the date function will know, sir? That's the reason you need to extract. Okay, if you want to extract it, means by using year function, you can see in the year function you need to pass the date column here, which whatever the date column is there, in this date column it will be extract the year part. Year function will extract the year part from the date column. Okay, so comma as well as month part, if I want to extract, means month function we have to use it. By using month function from that particular date column, the month part will be extracted. Okay, as well as for day day related, if you want to extract the day part, means you have to use the day function and extract the values. Understand clearly or not?
Yes, clear.
Okay, this is how it will works. Okay. Okay, this is how the date function. In the date function, either you can pass the static values or else column value. If you want to pass the column values like this, we can pass it. If you want to pass the static value directly, you can give the numeric value. 2019 is the numeric value, right? 0609, like that numeric value, right? So directly you can give that one, and automatically that it will be converted into date related column. Understand or not? That means in this date time functions, what are the functions it is covered? Can you please tell me, Ravi? In this date time functions, what functions are covered here?
Calendar.
Okay, very good. Calendar, as well as another one
Date.
is date.
Date.
Yeah, in the calendar also we can use what other functions we use in this calendar. Okay, in this calendar, what functions we used it? Minimum and maximum.
Finance. Minimum max. Yeah.
Max functions also we use it. Okay, in this
Yeah.
particular date related, we used a date function as well as year function and month function and day function. Understand year and month and day? That means
Yeah.
just it will
Yeah.
extract the that particular part from the date column. Okay, whatever the date column is there, from the date column, if you want to extract year means year function, if you want to extract month means month function. Inside the month function you need to pass the date column only. Understand? When you pass the date column, then from the date column the month part will be extracted. Understand clearly or not?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, next one is date diff. Okay, what is date diff will do? That means difference between the two dates. Suppose if I'm asking what is your age means, how you will say what is your age?
1704
No, no,
to
no,
twenty.
asking what is your age.
Age. Okay.
uh, what is
Uh,
your age?
32.
32. See, if I'm asking your age means you are saying 32. How you will say that it's 32? You understand what my question or
Yes, yes.
not?
Yeah, yeah.
See, I'm asking your age. Suppose if you ask me what is your age means, definitely I'm saying like 35. How can I say 35?
Difference means born
Uh,
date to nowadays year
uh,
date.
yeah,
That is the
that
difference.
that means birth date to till current date, right?
Date. Yeah. Current
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, current year related difference year. That means whenever you are calculating the birth date to current date, then automatically the your age will comes, right? So if you want to do those type of calculations, then we have to use a function called date diff. Okay, date diff is nothing but it will calculate the two date differences. Okay, so that means let's see how it will works.
Date if.
Date diff of two dates you have to pass it. Either static values you can pass it, column. First you need to discuss about the static value. Suppose my age is suppose 19. Like this. This is the start date, and that means this is the birth date. Okay, comma. What date you need to pass? Current date. That means
20.
2022. Like this. This is how you can pass the date values in the date static values, right? Just now only I told you, right? So if you want to pass the date values, date static values means like this: year, month, as well as day. Okay.
Date.
So this also, right? This is the date. And after giving, this is the birth date. Okay, and this is the current date, right? This is the current date. After giving the birth date and current date, then must and should you need to select the interval here. This is an interval, very important. Okay, so in this interval, if you want to difference, calculating the difference between the two dates on day basis means you need to pass a day here. When you pass a date here, then in between those two dates, How many days will happen up to now means you can see it here. See, it is 12,815 days will happen. Suppose if I'm passing an interval as month, okay, then how many months will happen in between those two dates? Those dates, that means 421. If I'm passing year means, then your age will comes or not? Is
Yeah.
it clear or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
See here 35. That means so when you pass year means the age will come. So like that, if you want to calculate the date differences based on this interval, if the interval is hour, hours related calculated. If the interval is month, those two dates, how many months will happens in between those 2 years? Between those two dates, those months will comes. If you want to day, if you pass the interval as a day, then day differences will be calculated. Understand clearly or not?
Yes. Clear.
Okay, this is how it will works. Understand? So in tomorrow, in date difference, we need to pass the column values. Let's see how we can pass the column values because that
I
is
have one doubt here.
yeah.
Please allow me. Here given in last column here is given. No?
Mm. Yeah.
ఇయర్ లో మనం మినిట్స్ అవర్స్ కూడా ఇవ్వచ్చా?
Yeah, anything you can give it. And see here, instead of see here, I'm removing this year. Okay. So instead of removing year, see here, there are different intervals are here. Day, hour, minute, month, quarter, second, week, like this. Whichever interval you want, you can select that particular interval. Based on that, it will be calculated. Understand?
Okay.
Is it clear or not?
Yes, clear.
Okay. So tomorrow we need to discuss about uh, the column values, how we need to pass the column values and how it will work, that we can discuss it in tomorrow's class. Understand clearly or not?